Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently got a chance to see Koi Mil Gala, or Gaya, and this has actually been recommended to me by one of my faithful magicians, and I can't remember from whom the request was, unfortunately, but that being said, I thought that this movie was absolutely outstanding. It's a combination of Close Encounters meets E.T., meets Hoosiers, meets let's see, E.T. meets Hoosiers, meets A Beautiful Mind. No, I don't think it's like A Beautiful Mind. Radio, meets Radio. Yeah, that makes sense. That kind of gives away a little bit of the plot, though. But you've got Dr. Sanjay Merhan, and he has invented a way to speak to extraterrestrials. And it's like Close Encounters at the very beginning. You think, oh yeah, they're borrowing, but it's such a meaningful movie and full of ethics and morals, and there were a lot of things that spoke to me on a very deep level, symbolically speaking. And not to be biased, but East Indian cinema does this in a very, very, very good way, and they are experts at conveying these very metaphysical elements, these transcendent concepts into film in a very layman-like way, so all of us can understand and think, oh, right. Why didn't I understand before? It's just like Rohit later in the film, and I'm not going to say what happens because it's so intriguing and fascinating. And oh, the music. Oh, the music. I love the music in this film, especially. It's magic. I think, this is my theme song. I'm going to play it at my wedding someday when I actually meet the right guy and get married to the right man, my twin soul. And this will happen because I have seen this in my dreams, so I believe it. And it will come in its own time. This I have to put up there with a lot of my other favorite films, and I'm thinking this is the first movie we actually see Hithrick in, and Preeti Zinta. At first I thought it was Kajol, but I thought, no, wait, that's Preeti Zinta. And it's just like, I know this sounds kind of racist, but I love Kung Fu films as well. But in Kung Fu films, I do recognize faces, and Asians actually look different. If you're used to seeing, it's just like over there, we white people look all the same. Seriously, it's not. I know, not politically correct, but no, it's true. We all look the same to Asians. If you go over there, it's like, oh, you all got blonde hair and blue eyes, and you look Aryan. Somewhat correct, but we're not racist. Maybe on some level we might be, but. It's so funny. I watch plenty of foreign films to actually make distinctions between just the way people look. Like Koreans look different from Japanese people look different from Indonesian people, Pacific Islanders, Filipinos, etc. But enough of that. This is a very light-hearted film, and it has some very heart-tugging moments that will make you cry. And it's all about having the push from an outside source, a different perspective to get somebody to a point where they can stand up for themselves when they weren't able to before. And honestly, I can relate a lot to Rohit because I've been through a lot. This past, 2016 was the worst year of my life other than 2008. 2008 was horrendous, but if you know me well enough, you know what happened in 2008. If you have been watching recently, you understand what occurred with my papa, and yeah, I don't like to revisit it, but it's actually made me a stronger person. Anyways, I relate to just having that source. Sometimes that's what it takes, and it reminds us how love indeed does conquer all. And I thought, oh, I mean, there are just moments, and I know this sounds schmaltzy, but there were moments where I was just saying, oh, all the time, because I love I love a good story. And this is probably my favorite romance in a long, long time, other than Job Harry Met Sally, which, yeah, who doesn't love Harry Met Sally? Harry Met Sally is the best romantic movie of all time. But other than the Red Violin, which actually Red Violin is more than a romance. It's a very passionate film, but I give the film my highest grade for a Hindi film, and Hithrick, it's his breakout. I think it's his breakout role because I don't remember seeing him in anything before that. And just looking at those stunning eyes of his, are they hazel and green? It's hard to say. He has the most unique eyes. They just, you just feel mesmerized looking into them. But 5 stars, hands down, 2 thumbs way up, and it is absolutely spectacular. It's phenomenal, and it's so rife with meaning, and it's my favorite now. I love all the music in it, and I think it's sensational. And truly, it's a film. Even the animatronics in it, I'm not going to say what part that is, but the animatronics are very impressive too. And it's a movie where you have to suspend your disbelief. It's this one that takes you away. A lot of Bollywood films do that, but this one takes it to another level because we're dealing with a lot of things that are metaphysical and all that. But it is truly tremendous, and I can't stress that enough. If you're a fan of Hithrick and Priti Zinta, then this is right up your alley. And it's a sci-fi. It's romance, and plus it borrows from a lot of American films, and you can see the inspiration that it took from those movies in and of itself. But it doesn't directly copy. It's imitation, granted, but imitation is the highest form of flattery. However, it is its own movie in its own right. Oh yeah, the other movie that I recall is Singing in the Rain. It has some, it has a Singing in the Rain moment that I thought, yeah, you guys love American movies, don't you? How flattering, how sweet. I love that. I think they were definitely inspired, because that particular scene when they tap dance together was one of my favorites. I absolutely adored it. The costumes, the CGI, the effects, the music was my favorite. It's one of those movies. Every single song, like with Three Idiots, it's a hit. It's Job Harry Met Sally is the same way. Those are my ultimate favorites. But I know I've said this before, but my favorite film of all time, this is probably my favorite romantic film of all time. Amongst all yeah, I definitely would have to, Veer, yeah, with Hithrick, it would probably be Veer. Wait, was he in Veer? No, I think Solomon was. Never mind. With Hithrick, it would definitely be that, or Kabikuchi Kabigam is another one, which, holy crud, that one, that one can really get you. That one's kind of hard. At least it's not Tere Nam. Tere Nam, yeah, they said I actually read somewhere they're making a second Tere Nam. I thought, why? I loved the first Tere Nam, but still, it was hard for me to watch, and I could only watch a film like that one time. And 2 other films that are like that are Passion of the Christ and The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I love Passion of the Christ, and I love Boy in the Striped Pajamas, but it just is too difficult for me. I can't even get into the subject of the Holocaust just due to my family history, and it's kind of hard for me to talk about it without getting a little bit emotional. But they escaped. I'm not directly related, but I just feel, I don't know, I feel very close to that side of my family, even though I think we broke away, but I'll figure out more about that later. It's very interesting that I just discovered that, especially with an Israel trip in my not too distant horizon. I think, yeah, this isn't coincidence. There's got to be. I have to be Jewish. I mean, even if it is by proxy, I am definitely Jewish. But that's all I got to say. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.